With Heavenly Dove Mobile Catering. We're here again to prepare a lovely meal for you. We want to invite you to come on and use our services. We're here for those days that you might be tired, you don't want to cook. We're here to cook for you. So we're just inviting you. Today we're going to do honey mustard salmon. We're going to do some garlic string beans for you and a baked potato. So come on, let's go into the kitchen and see what we can do. First we're going to take our salmon. We're going to make sure that it's nice and clean. We're going to wash it. Drain all that water off. Get the water off. Here. I'm going to go ahead. We're going to put some olive oil on it, on the back and the front. We're just going to drizzle a little olive oil on the back and front. You should already have your pan prepared, which I have right here. You just take a sheet pan. You can sort of drizzle some oil, or if you want to, olive oil, or you can just spray the pan, either one. We're going to take our salmon. I've already put some olive oil on it. I'm going to lay it right here on the sheet. Now, wash my hands off a little bit. I'm going to take a little measuring cup, and some people like to measure, so I do have on the recipe is 3 tablespoons of mustard to 6 tablespoons of honey. But I just like to pour. I don't really measure. I just go ahead and pour it there. So this is my honey. Pour it in. Here's my mustard. I have like a Dijon mustard to give it a little flair to it. Take your spoon and just go ahead and whip it up. And it's going to be sort of thick, so you're going to keep it sort of like it's a base on your salmon, and then you just go ahead and put it on top. Spread it out. And depending on how large your salmon is depending on how much you would need to go. You can put this on the front and the back, which will be good. If you want a little bit more seasoning, you can also put salt, pepper. That's up to you. And look at that. That's a beautiful salmon. You have your oven already preheated or warming to 350. Okay, we have our salmon here based with our Dijon mustard and our honey. And like I said, the oven is preheated already to 350. You're going to put it in the oven and let it cook for at least 15 to 20 minutes. What you're going to do is we're going to cover it so that the heat will flow, and you check it after 10 minutes and uncover it so you can get that brownness and crisp that you want to see on it. So I'm going to cover it and go ahead and put it in the oven. So we're going to go ahead and cover it. If you need to set a timer, you can, but generally just let it stay in for about 10 minutes. And after the 10 minutes, you come back and check it and see what it looks like, uncover it, and then go from there. Okay, next we're gonna go ahead. We got rid of everything there as far as the salmon is concerned. I like to go ahead and wash up all my dishes as I go. I wash my dishes as I go. That way you keep a nice clean kitchen. And when you're in a client's house, that's a plus, because you don't want to have to try to go at the end of the night and clean up the kitchen. So it's always good to clean as you go. Next, we're going to be preparing our string beans. We're going to do a garlic string bean. And here, you just take your regular string beans, your long string beans, and everything is prepared fresh. So you don't want to, you want that nice fresh taste. So let me dry my hand. Let's get a new pair of gloves. And what we want to do is, I have my string beans already, but what you want to do is put them on your cooking sheet, and you just want to take the ends off of them. And while we're doing that, we'll go ahead and put our boiling water on, our water to boil, because we're going to need to blanch those string beans for about 1 to 2 minutes, just so that they could get that bright green color on them. And when they get that, you're going to take them out, and then we're going to go ahead and continue to cook them. Now, we don't have a lot, so this is for this would feed like 1 to 2 people. All depends on how hungry the person is. You're just going to wash them to make sure that they're all clean. I did already wash them before, but it's okay. There's never too much washing going on, especially with everything that's going on right now. So washing is good. I'm gonna just let them sit here until our water begins to boil. When our water begins to boil, then I'm gonna go ahead and put my salt in the water because we want it to be nice and salty. Once it begins to boil, we're gonna, like I said, just blanch those and put them in. And then once we blanch them, we're gonna take them out and put them in an ice water bath for about another minute so that it will stop the cooking process. And then we're gonna go ahead and saute those string beans. So let's clean up our mess here. Heavily done, there's never a party that's too large or too small. Intimate dinners. You might want to plan for your husband or wife or just your family, whatever's special to you. While we're waiting on the water to boil, I'm going to go ahead and do my garlic. I have some garlic here that I need to chop. So we're going You can always take your garlic if you want to make it soft. You can take it and put it in the microwave just for like 10 to 15 seconds and it will come right off. The skin will come right off. Or as you just saw, you could peel it. You could also, we're going to chop this though. So we're going to go ahead and chop these up. Now we're going to go ahead and take our string beans and put them in the water. That'll be just give it like 1 or 2 minutes and then take it out. Okay, our string beans have been cooking. So we just want to, like I said, we just want to blanch them. So we want to stop the cooking process. So we're going to cut them, turn them off. And I'm going to take them. You see this bright green color here. That's what you want, a bright green color. But to stop the cooking process, we're going to have a water bath that you prepare. So it's just ice and cold water. So just take your string beans and dump them over in the ice water. About 1 or 2 minutes. Go ahead and pull this out. Now, we're going to go ahead, the string beans, we're going to take them out of the water bath because they should be done. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and finish cooking our string beans. So over medium heat, we're going to put some oil. We're just going to drizzle some olive oil, extra virgin olive oil in the pan. We're also going to put some butter. And this is over medium heat. You're going to let it melt down. And as it's melting down, you may just want to stir it around just a little bit. I have a fork, or you can do it with your gloves. But just stir it around. And as you're stirring it, it's 1 tablespoon of butter. I did put a little bit more because I like a little bit more butter, but it's 1 tablespoon of butter. Then, as that's melting down, we're going to take our garlic to our mixture here of our olive oil and our butter, and we're going to just swirl it around. Now, after we've done that, just for about 30 or 45 seconds, you're going to go ahead and add your string beans to it. And here we go. And basically, we're just going to saute these string beans. We're going to just mix them up and let them cook in this mixture of the olive oil and the garlic. And you're going to do that for about maybe 5 to 7 minutes, just cooking it. It all depends on how you like your crispness of your vegetables. Some people like them really crisp, some people like them sort of soft. It will all depend on the client how long we would cook these. So, but these right here we're going to cook from about 5 to 7 minutes. And stirring them around. If you like, you can go ahead and add a little salt and pepper. We're going to add a little pepper, a little black pepper to them. A little salt if you like, or I'm going to add a little paprika on these. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and check our salmon. Okay, we're checking our salmon. We see that it's about done. We're going to go ahead and put it back in just for some brownness and crispness on the end, so that that will give us a little bit more flavor there. We're checking our string beans here. They are done to where we would like them. So we're just going to cut them off on the heat and go ahead and plate them in a pan until it's time for us to serve them up. definitely want to get some of that garlic and that butter in there to hold that flavor. And if you want, you can just take it and pour some over it. And let you look at it there. We're also going to do a baked potato. So we're just going to sort of cheat on the potato today. We're going to put it in the microwave. You put it in there for about 7 to 10 minutes. And you put it on high heat, if all depending on your microwave, and put it in. And then all we're going to do is just cut it open once we're done. And we're going to plate it with our salmon and our string beans. All right. We've cooked our potato in the microwave. Didn't take very long. We're going to check our salmon. Here we have that nice brown color. If you want it crispier, you can also leave it in a little bit longer. A little more if you like. And we're gonna let it sit there just a couple of minutes so it can rest just a little bit before we cut into it.